It's the Deep Slant 101 presented by Xfinity. My guest, quarterback Tyrod Taylor. First of all, Tyrod, welcome back.
Thank you.
Great to see you back out on the field again. I think one of my favorite pictures is going to forever be this season, you diving over the pile with the rain and you getting that touchdown on the road against Tennessee.
Yeah, well, that was definitely a fun game to be a part of. Obviously, didn't plan on jumping, but that's how it goes sometimes in the game when you're just in the moment and competing and doing whatever it takes to get the team in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that. At what point were you scrambling and you thought, you know what, now would be a good time to dive over, guys?
I really just took the chances. I figured most DBs go low, so I was just kind of reading his body language, and it looked like he was preparing to either try to chop me or go at my feet, and I just tried to jump. I wanted to clear him, but it was probably a good thing that he grabbed my foot because I probably would have flipped and fell on my head or something.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to see that. I got to admit, I cringed a little bit when you dove, but then once you scored, it was like, that was great. We'd love to see that again. Just stay healthy. Your mobility is something that everyone sort of talked about before you even took to the field. And David Culley, who remembered you, obviously from your time in Buffalo, said he thought you looked even faster this year than you did back then. So as a quarterback, there's so many different aspects of your game you have to work on, but how do you work on mobility? How do you work on your speed?
Taking training in the offseason serious. Obviously understanding that that's part of my game. Actually, when Coach Kelly, when we were together, I was coming off of a groin surgery. So it could be true that I am more explosive this year. Like I said, it was just detail in the preparation in the offseason and trusting the guys in the weight room here in season and just taking care of your body, doing the right thing.
You don't just wake up like, I'm fast. I can just
Once
do
upon
it.
a time.
Now you got to work on it a little bit.
Yeah.
One of the other things about you, your interceptions per pass attempt, it's one of the lowest in the league. 1.5% of your pass attempts have ended in interception. That's something that a lot of people talk about, your ability to protect the ball. Aaron Rodgers is the lowest at 1.3%. How does that sort of come about over the course of your career, learning not to throw interceptions? I mean, is that something that's just a learned skill, a learned trait? Do you have to focus time on it, or is it just a matter of how you play the game?
I think it's a little bit of both. It's definitely how I play the game, but I think just learning over the years, just the winning formula. Obviously, no self-inflicted mistakes, and that's turnovers is part of that, as well as penalties, and trying to keep those at minimum definitely helps. I remember back in my early days when getting drafted to Baltimore, we had a very strong defense and a lot of talent on offense as well too. But I remember having conversations with Ed Reed and Ray Lewis and those guys, and just the defensive mindset. When you have a strong defensive unit, just sometimes it's okay to end the drive, and whether it's a field goal or a punt. Obviously not giving the ball back to the other team, shortening the field. Sometimes you got to play more of a game management game, and there's sometimes when you have to go out there and take those risks and give your guys opportunities to make plays. So it's a little bit of balance, that goes in it.
That being said, the Miami game, everyone talked about how that was so uncharacteristic. How about for you mentally? Because you end on that game, and then you've got this long stretch of a bye week where that's sort of the last thing sitting in your memory. But you come out against Tennessee, and it's like a distant memory for you. For you personally, how do you overcome a tough game like that and turn the page to the next game and not let that really linger in your mindset?
Yeah, honestly, as a competitor, anytime you lose, it's tough. You beat yourself up about it. I'm probably I'm my biggest critic. My parents will tell you that. The coaches will tell you that. So obviously, getting the bad taste out of your mouth, you want to play the next week. We had a bye week, so I had a chance to process it, learn from it, and made sure that I put it behind me. Didn't let it linger until the next weeks. I think that's just all about being a professional. I understand it's going to be ups and downs on your personal journey, but also in your athletic career. And if you stay focused on what you set out to do at the beginning of the season, you can stay laser focused on the ultimate goal, which is winning each and every week and putting yourself in a position to do that. And if you're thinking about the past, you can't be your best self moving forward.
All right, a little bit about your past. You grew up in Hampton, Virginia, and I heard somewhere in an interview that you did a long time ago that Allen Iverson is like a big brother to you because you guys both grew up in the same same town. So what did you learn from Allen Iverson growing up?
Obviously he was just about every athlete my age. Growing up, watched Allen Iverson. they seen the braids, they seen the swag on the court. I'd seen him on the football field as well too. Just I mean, all around baller. Just the swag that he took with him, him being himself each and every day, just was unique. And I mean, if you know people from my area, then we definitely like take those conversations and we take the way he played, the way Vic played, other guys that I won't continue to keep naming, but it's a ton of guys that we just take those. I guess just looked at them and put them as a focus, more so to say when we were younger, just trying to be like those guys and make plays and do what we could for our team.
Well, you're really well respected in the NFL as well. I feel like every time I hear any sort of commentator or former player talk about you, they always say, Tyrod Taylor, my guy. In fact, I think it was Nate Burleson after your first start. He said, that's my guy. Mm-hmm. And what I want to know is, because you're obviously not like a loud, rah-rah guy. You're sort of soft-spoken. You're very thoughtful in what you say. How are you everyone's guy? Like, how do you make that connection?
I don't know. I mean, Nate is a great dude. I think it's just a respect level. Obviously, we've crossed paths, and I've crossed paths in my 11 years as a professional with many guys, and even guys that I played against in college. They went on to be professionals, but just a respect level, always treating people with respect. And, I mean, ultimately, game recognized game. I mean, regardless of how things shape out, game recognized game.
Game recognized game, and I think that could also be said for your fashion. We've really enjoyed some of your game day looks. How would you describe your fashion personality?
I don't know. It's tough to describe it. I actually had that question years ago. I'm just being me. I'm not, like you said, I'm not very outspoken. So sometimes when it comes to fashion, you let your outfit or your look speak for you. I think it just boils down to just being confident in whatever you wear.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and you seem to pull that off well. Who shops for you? Do you shop for yourself?
Yeah.
And you do
Yeah,
more,
I do.
so you get to keep the clothes that you purchase. Yeah. That is a huge plus. All right, so you've got a lot of variety in colors in your game day looks, and so we're going to go on a little fashion journey here. I'm going to show you some of your looks, and you're going to talk me through these. All right, this is week 1 at home versus the Jags. Tell me about this look. What inspired this?
Actually, 2 pieces of clothing that I had for a while. I loved those J's when they first came out, but I never got a chance to wear them, and just figured I put the Louis Vuitton pants with the Louis Vuitton jacket
in the bag.
Yeah, bag. That was one of my favorite bags too. I like a nice briefcase, but yeah, I can't really say what inspired it.
I mean, it was Texans colors. Were you planning on that?
Nah, that's just how I was feeling.
You're just feeling it that day.
I honestly don't like plan ahead. If I'm feeling it, then I'll go with it.
Your mood. All right. Here's week 2 at Cleveland. It was not cold yet, so you went a short sleeve, but leather.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
is it
going
leather?
back to my old team, not all black, but like a black leather situation. Just, I don't know.
I like the pants. You got a floral pant going on. That's kind of hard to pull off.
Yeah, those are comfortable jeans.
Comfortable jeans. All right. You do seem to like jeans. I like this look a lot. This is week 7 at Arizona.
Yeah.
I mean, this is bold. Like, this is...
For
you
sure.
say you're quiet, but the outfit is speaking a lot of things. I enjoy the green crop with the orange.
Yeah, those pants actually have like barbed wire, like a cactus look, so it kind of brings in the Arizona together.
You had like did you plan that out, or was that just...
Well, no, I love dunks. Obviously, I have on some dunks now, but
okay.
I ordered those. Now I already had the pants and the cardigan, and when the shoes came in, I was like, oh, you know what? This makes sense, so...
I've
Why
noticed,
not wear it against Arizona?
I've noticed that you like an oversized cardigan a lot.
For sure.
You do. That's a hard look to pull off for a football player.
Thank you.
All right, I like an oversized cardigan myself. This, all right, this is most recently week 11 at Tennessee. Mm-hmm. This made it into our pregame show because obviously you were starting, and we love this look. The green bomber, you're very green inspired, so it's a little preppy too. And you got the matching accessories. What made you want to wear this?
A jacket again that I've had for a while that I just figured it'd be a little chilly.
Who makes this jacket? Do you know?
That's Bottega. The Bottega jacket.
That's that green
and bag. Yeah. The sweater is Elder Statesman.
I like the purple with the green.
Yeah, just try to contrast a little bit. It's tough to pull off that well, not tough to pull it off, but it's tough to find a contrasting color for the green
The green.
jacket. But yeah,
You didn't
the
go
purple was
neutral
nice.
at all.
Yeah.
What about denim? What are the rules on denim now for games? Because I thought maybe it was just a preseason thing or a home game thing, but it seems like guys are starting to wear denim on the road.
Yeah, that's not. I don't do it often. I don't wear jeans often, but I felt that this was the better option, pants wise, to pull it all
The
together.
Bottega jacket
Yeah.
with the jeans. All right. How do you think your fashion has evolved over the years?
I think it's evolved with time. I mean, I don't want to say I'm trendy. Like I said, if anything, it's something that just puts my personality together. Not necessarily, like I said, an outspoken person. But I speak through my outfits, and like I said,
All right. Well,
I like getting dressed. I mean,
all right. Well, I'm going to take you down memory lane. This is Tyrod Taylor circa October-ish 2015.
back when I was on the suit wave.
Yeah, you did a lot of suits and three-piece suits, which
Yeah.
don't seem super comfortable on a plane.
I actually have a story about why I wore so many suits.
Why?
So when I first signed there, obviously Rex Ryan was the head coach. I was coming from Baltimore. Rex Ryan was coming from New York. And he told me, I mean, at the time, obviously, Buffalo is not necessarily a bigger market. Obviously, they've got more notoriety now because of them doing well the past couple seasons. But he was saying that anytime you get a chance to be in front of a camera in Buffalo, make sure you present yourself well. And at the time, it was my first year, got the starting job. And I was like, you know what? I want to do 15 different suits or 16 different suits. And end up going with 16 different suits that year. So I have a ton of suits at home. A ton.
That's a lot of suits. Yeah.
Next year I did 16 new ones too.
And then you eventually transitioned over to like a more casual vibe game day.
Yeah.
All right. Can we expect any suits for the rest of the year for game day?
Possibly.
Oh, okay. All right.
Possibly.
Tyrod, we're looking.
I like to wear a suit traveling. Game day, it's a little more relaxed. Just get into the feel of
the home games, you
Yeah.
mean? Home games are a little bit more relaxed?
yeah. We'll see though. You never know.
All right.
Holidays coming up. Never know.
We may see some themes coming up. All right, Tyrod, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for the time. Best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. God bless. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks for watching, and go Texans! Like, subscribe, and ring the bell for new content.